Today is a continuation of the same chapter, force and acceleration. We will do one more type of problem in it and then we will start new chapter. The question is over here. Find the acceleration and the tension in the string as shown in the figure, and the figure is given here like this. There is an inclined plane like this. M1 is 10 kg, M2 is 20 kg, and this angle is given 30 degree. There is an inclined plane on which there is a block M1 kept, and another hanging block M2 is there. Question is asking find the acceleration and the tension in the string. This string we will find tension. Okay, now how to do? The value of G in the question suppose is given 10 meter per second square. Hanging mass will have the force acting in the downward direction, that is the weight. I am writing at M2G. The value of which will come 20 into 10, so 200 Newton is acting downward. In inclined plane, the weight will be there M1, so write it M1G. This will be breaking into two components here. One component will be here, another component will be here like this. Always remember in inclined plane, there is the angle, it breaks into two components. This angle will come, if this is 30 degree, this angle will also come 30 degree. Always. So break this M1 into two components, this component and this component. Here the angle is over here, so this will come in cos bracket M1G cos 30. Here component value will be M1G sin 30. Now we'll find the answer of this one. M1G sin 30 value, that is coming 10 into 10 sin 30 is half. The answer will come 50 Newton. Out here the answer is coming 50 Newton. So 50 Newton is acting in this direction and 200 Newton is acting in this direction. Which one is bigger? 200 is bigger or 50? The answer is 200 bigger. That means this side weight is bigger. That means the motion will take place like this. This will be going down and this will be moving up like this. This will be sliding down and this will be moving like this. Now let us find the acceleration of that will come this magnetic force, 200 minus this side 50. 200 minus 50 Newton is equal to motion in both the blocks taking place like A to A. M1 plus A. White charge, if this side force is bigger than that side force, then motion will take place this way. This will be going down and this will be going up. And the formula will be writing, the equation will be making that way. This minus this force is equal to motion in both the blocks. That way only we do. Now we calculate this is coming 150 M1 plus into 10 plus 20 into A. This will come 150 38. Therefore the value of A is coming 5 meter per second square. That is the value of acceleration. First part answer we got. Now the second one, tension. There is only one string over here. The tension will be same. Unmarked tension T, that will be same here only. Here also. To find tension, we can consider free body diagram of the block M1 or the block M2. Any one of the way we can do. If you consider M1 mass, then T1 is acting this side and 50 Newton is acting this side. Which force is bigger? I say T is bigger because the motion is in this direction. I will be writing this T minus this side value is coming 50 is equal to motion of this block M1A. t minus 50, m1 value is 10 and the a value is 5. 50 will go that side, so t value become 100 Newton. Answer. We can find the tension by considering the motion of the block M2 also. So if you consider M2, which is bigger, 200 and T. 200 because the motion is in the downward direction. I am writing like this. 200 minus T is equal to this block. That is M2A. 200 minus T is equal to M2 value is 20 and A value is 5. So 200 minus 100 is equal to T. Therefore, T value become 100 meters. So this is also a way of doing it. So you can do either this way or that. So any one way you do, the answer comes the same. So in inclined plane, the mass or kept on the plane or the inclined plane will break into two components. The weight of that will break into two components. This component and this component. This component will be always in sine form. This component will be always in cos form, depending on this angle given 30. And then this force is acting, and they will compare the forces and see what direction the motion taking place. And motion will take place when the forces are the difference of the forces is causing a motion. So that will be. Now another question. One more on this type. Find the acceleration and next question. Find the acceleration and tension. Find the acceleration and tension in the string as shown in the following figure. And the figure is given like this. This is M1 20 kg. This is M2 30 kg. There are two blocks M1 and M2, both are on the inclined plane, and the value of G you are using 10 here. The question suppose given 10. If it is given 9.8, we will use that value. So question is asking two things: find acceleration and then the tension. Even if question doesn't ask you to find acceleration, we must find that. Then only with the help of that we will find tension. First we see what are the forces acting over here. So I will break it out here and out here directly. I do. This is M1G. I write here M1G cos 30. This component becomes M1G sin 30. This angle is 50. Here also I will break like this. One will be here, one will be here like this. Keeping this in between these two. This will be M2G, this will come in cos M2G, and this angle will be this angle 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Cos 60, and this will be coming M2G sin 60. So after breaking into components here, we'll see two forces are there. One is like this and another one is like this. We don't know which one is bigger. We will calculate. M1G sin 30 we will calculate. M1 is 20 G value is 10 sin 50 is half. The answer is coming 100 Newton here. This side answer is 100 Newton. And out here also I will calculate the answer here. M2 value is 30 into 10 cos 6 sin 60 is root 3 by 2. 2 5 will go 150 root 3. That means we can do the calculation 150 into 1.732. 150 into 1.732. What is the answer? Check what is the answer coming. 150 into 1.732.
259.8.
259.8 Newton. You can check in calculator. 259.8 Newton is coming. So 259.8 and 100 Newton. Which one is bigger? Definitely this is bigger. That means this side force is bigger than this side force. The motion will take place in this direction. They will go this side and this will go this side. By chance, if this side value is bigger, then motion will take place opposite like this, and this will be going like this. So that side force is bigger. So I am writing the equation of motion like this: 259.8 minus 100 is equal to motion, that is m1 plus m2a. This will come 159.8. m1 and m2 is coming 50a. Therefore, the value of a is coming 159.8 upon 50.
3.016.
3.1 meter per second square, approximately 3.09 and rounding off 3.1. That is answer for the first part. Second part now. Find tension. This is same part of the sheet. The tension will be same mark tension T. Here also and here also same tension. To find tension, you can consider either this block or this block. So I will consider this block. So M1, motion of the M1 block at T minus this side force is 100. This is M1 right here, M1A. T minus 100. M1 value is 20 and the value of A is 3.1. The value of T is coming 162 approximately. So this is the answer for this question. I think we have done all the types of problems in the chapter force and acceleration. Now we are doing a related chapter to this one, which is called statics. In the book it is given as a separate chapter, but it comes actually together with this one, force and acceleration. What is the meaning of statics? Statics means rest. When will a body be at rest or in equilibrium? We say the body will be at rest under two conditions. When sum of all the forces acting on the body is 0. That means when total force is 0, when the net force, net F is 0, that is condition number 1. Second one is when the body is suppose hinged. Body is not free to move in a straight line direction. Rather, the body is clamped, body is hinged, and you are applying a force on it. Then there will be a turning effect in it. When the net turning effect is 0, that means the net torque, that means we can add a torque should be 0. Net value of torque should be 0. If there is a clockwise movement and anti-clockwise movement, then clockwise movement must be equal to the anti-clockwise movement to keep the body at static position, that means at rest. So you will be learning about that. That is your balancing. Previously, the formula, total force, I mean F1 minus F2 is equal to MA and all we did. But here they will be equal, they will be just balancing F1 and F2. There are two forces, suppose that F1 and F2 must be equal in value but opposite in direction. So that way we can find the unknown or their unknown quantities. Okay. So three condition of equilibrium, just mention that like condition of equilibrium for three concurrent forces. Under bracket you can add Lami's theorem. You learn about it. When there are three forces, about two forces we know how to get equilibrium. Two forces must be equal in value but opposite in direction. But how to keep a body at rest under the action of three concurrent forces? What is the meaning of concurrent? The forces acting at the same point. Their point of intersection is the same, three forces. Then we call it concurrent forces. For that there is a theorem, a special theorem is called Lami's theorem. You learned about it. Though it is not compulsory to use all the time Lami's theorem, there is an alternative method also, but this is also a convenient method only. Lami's theorem says if there are forces like this F1, there is another force F2, maybe another force is there F3. There are three forces, and we have to check when will the body be in equilibrium. The Lamy theorem says like this. I am writing that F1 by sin alpha, F2 by sin beta, F3 by sin gamma. This one is called, this equation is called Lami's theorem. This equation is known as Lami's theorem. Okay, now I'll talk about the angles alpha, beta, and gamma. How do we take? When you take F1, angle between the other two forces, between F2 and F3, between F2 and F3, this angle will be the angle alpha. When you take F2, then you take the angle between the other two. Angle between the other two is over here. This will be beta. When you do F3, then you take angle between the other two. Angle between the other two is coming here as gamma. So alpha, beta, gamma angle are shown in the diagram, and you have to understand that also. When you take a particular force, F1, then angle between the other two you have to take. When you take another one, then you take angle between the other two. F3, then F1 and F2 angle you have to take. This such a equation is called Lami's theorem, to keep the body in static position, that is at rest under the action of three forces. So this is the condition. Okay. Now straight away we will do some problems. This chapter is also problem based. Numerical, like mainly you have to understand that numerical problems. Suppose they have given a blocks like this. This is the block. This is M1 2 kg, M2 3 kg. This is hanging. The blocks are hanging with by a ceiling, from a ceiling, and the value of G is given 10 meter per second square. There is no motion only, because no force is given in the upward direction to move it, or neither in the downward direction to move it. The blocks are just hanging, then the blocks are at rest like this. Question is asking, find the tension in the string A and string B. Find the tension in string A and string B. Find tension. First we mark the tension. This tension will mark as T1. Here the tension will mark as T2. Since it is in equilibrium, we'll see what force is acting here, what force will be acting here, or here the force acting will be 3 M1, that means M2G, that means 3 into 10, 30 Newton is acting here. This will be, the weight of this also will act over here, 2 into G, that means 20 Newton is acting here. We'll see this force T1 is acting upward. It is balancing these two weights, the weight of these two blocks. This one is supporting these two blocks. What is the weight of this block? 20 Newton here. This is how much Newton? 30 Newton. You can directly write that T1 is equal to 20 plus 30. So 20 plus 30, answer is 50 Newton. Finished. There is no motion. So we would not write, because they have to be equal and opposite to keep the body in equilibrium, that is at rest. Find T2. This T2 is balancing only this way, the weight of this block. That is T2 will be equal to this value. T2 is 30 Newton. That's it. That is answer. You have to just make them equal. That is it. Now the another question. This is the question, page number 190 and question number 3 from your book. The question says a load of weight W equal to 10 kg. W is equal to 10 kg weight is suspended from the 10 kg is suspended from the end of a horizontal strut. Horizontal strut as shown in figure. Stop. Find the tension in the cable. Supporting the strut. Find the tension in the cable. Supporting the strut under the assumption that the strut's weight is negligible. Strut's weight is negligible, and a figure is given here. I'll draw the figure. This is a diagram given. You have to find tension in the cable. The cable will become tight. This tension in the cable is acting like this. And here the angle is given 30 degree. This is the angle 30 degree. First we will show the forces acting on it. Acting at this point. We will show this point is suppose A. Weight of this one is acting downward here, that is mg. Then is 10 into 10, 100 meter is acting downward here. This force is acting here. And the strut will give a reaction like this. This will be pushing the mass here, and the mass will give a reaction like this way. Reaction. Then you will find there are three forces acting here and concurrent. One is T, one is R, and one is this one, W. That is mg. W is equal to mg. Three forces are acting here at a point B, and the strut is in equilibrium. It's not moving at all. That is, we can use the Lami's curve. There are two methods. Here we see in this diagram, we will see this one is horizontal, this one is vertical. Only one is neither horizontal nor vertical. It is making an angle 30 degree. So we can follow or prefer the another method. Component breaking method we can follow. We break this tension into two components at A. One component will come here and another component will come here. Horizontal component and vertical component will break. This will come T cos 30, this will come T sin 30. Whichever is inclined at some angle will break that when our problem will be solved. This is possible, this is preferred only when one of the force is inclined and other two are, one is horizontal, one is vertical. Only one is inclined, then we break that into components and balance it. So this time the equilibrium is for this will be equal to this, upward force will be equal to the downward force, left side force will be equal to the right hand side force. We can directly write T sin 30 degree equilibrium. These two must be balancing each other is equal to 100. Now you can find the T sin 30 is half. The value of T is coming 200 meter. That is answer. That is answer. Finished. This is answer. If question asks you to find the reaction of the mass on the strut, then that is the value of R. That also you can write R is equal to T cos 30. You can write that R is equal to T cos 30, and the value of T is known 200 into cos 30 we do, and we calculate it. So by chance if they ask you. Since the question is not asking, so we may not find it. That is one method, first method. Now see the second method of this one, second method. That is using Lami's theorem. Let us check that. Using Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem says write all the forces. The first force is R. Any way you can take. Write first R. Another force is T. Another force is W. Three forces are there. I write sign. Here also write sign. Here also write sign. Alpha, beta, gamma. I am taking the force R. If you take the force R, check the angle between the other two. The angle between this is 90 degree and this is 30. The total angle becomes 120. Here I write 120 degree. I will take T. Then you take the angle between the other two. Between W and R. The angle between the other two is exactly 90 degree. Here write 90 degree. When you take W, take the angle between the other two. Sin. What is the angle between the other two? I mean between T and R. How much is the angle? This is 90 or this is 30. Then the entire angle will be how much? 150. Here I write 150. 30 degree, the entire angle is 150. Now we got in the question nothing to do with the R because R is not asked. We will not take this part. We will take only this part of the equation. That here T sin 90 is 1. W value we have 100. Sin 150 value in calculator you can check it. Sin 50 value will come 0.5. In calculator you can check answer comes this. This will come up, the answer will come 200 meter. Same answer will come what we got it. And if you consider R is equal to this one, you get the value of R. So this is Lami's method and this is component method. We are breaking only one of them, which was breakable into component. We are breaking only one of them into component and okay. Our today's lesson is this much. Next day we will continue with little more problem in this chapter. 2 more tags are there, and after that we will start another chapter. Okay, thank you.